We'll try it. We'll see how we go. G'day, I'm Steve. Hey, welcome to Woodworking Masterclass Ad Hoc Edition. I was just down the shed and I thought, oh look, I've got some stuff on. I might as well stream it and say g'day, see how everybody is and see what's happening. Oh dear, I'm just having a look at that. According to that, I'm in the middle of the thing, but there I don't appear to be. So I'm just going to move the camera. Oh no, that's good enough. Just so I wasn't standing in the right position, that was all. Okay, well I hope everyone is well. Trevor, heard you had a fall, mate. I hope you're getting better soon. Was that you that put that post up the other day, BFF? Best friend fell? Yeah, I can empathise. Oh dear. So what I've got to do is just a whole heap of different things. I'm doing a live stream for Carbotech. I'll possibly, well, definitely on Saturday, possibly going to do one Friday, and it's on drawer construction. How to make drawers, how to put dust panels in, how to do drawer bottoms. I wrote it in the thing and I forgot. Drawer slips, there you go. Drawer slips, fitting drawer sides. And what's happened, I've got this cabinet here that I made, oh crikey, I don't know. I made the frame for it. It's got to be 8 years ago. And obviously, at that time, I did make drawers because I've cut the dovetails for it. And I always cut the pins first and then the sockets. So I know, but I don't know. They've gone the way of the dodo. I just don't know where they are. So I'm going to have to do some reverse cutting on that, which means I'm going to have to do the pins from the sockets, which I don't really like doing. But if we've got time, we might give that a go today. And not sure, but I think I might do some cock beading as well. Which, if you look at antique furniture around the drawer front, especially on veneered drawer fronts, they have a solid little bit of beading around there. That's called cock beading. Now there's two types. The one I do, I pin it straight on the front. There's another one you actually use part of the drawer itself as the beading, which I personally don't like, so I'm going to do it the easy way. Oh dear. G'day Andy, how are you? G'day Laz. G'day Rob. It's nice. See, I'm going this new ATM way, which at the moment I haven't mastered how to do media work or set up intros and outros and everything. So I just press the button and bang, I'm into it. So if my coffee's cooled down a bit, I'll have a sip of coffee. T-Bone, g'day. Oh, you got to try these. Have you tried these? Who we got in Australia? Laz, have you tried these? Mate, they are the business. Mountain Estate Coffee Tim Tams. Oh, yeah, there's not many of them left. In fact, that's the last one. So, that's it. All right. Got to knock things off one by one here. It is a absolute schmozzle in this shed. I've got so much happening. I've got to learn how to say no. Get that done in a minute. I've just got, I should have put those up in the other shed. I was cutting silage pipe today because I'm putting a, what do you call it? A lily-pilly. A lily-pilly hedge in. And, oh, I thought, well, why not get the grey water to do the work for me? And that way, I don't have to use my tank water. This is the last in those chairs, so bear with me. I'm just going to quickly knock this one off. Come here, you. There we go. I'm getting quite good at these now. I don't want to do any more, but now I've got a system. There we go. Okay, that's gone, that's gone. Those two can come out. Those two can come out. Oh dear. I put my glue pot on earlier, but it didn't have any glue in it. That was clever. I went to use it, the paintbrushes in there, but 'twas no glue, 'twasn't. Hang on, I'll just stick this in. And then, oh, scares my back. Oh, that was right. That was the other night I glued all those splines and I meant to fill it again and I didn't. So there you go. I was remiss. Oh, see, these are all broken back end again. It's all right. I had to put new headlight bulbs in my truck today. Well, I say truck, it's a ute. And compared to the MX-5, believe me, it's a truck. What an absolute nightmare to do. I don't know if you've changed these H4 light bulbs over. What happened, I was driving somewhere the other night and boom, I lost both of my low beams within about 10 minutes of each other, which wasn't very nice. And people didn't like me either because I had to drive home on high beam and I kept on getting flashed. And one bloke actually flashed me and I dipped and I went black. I think it frightened him. But anyway, it's meant to be just under 2 clips, pull it out, put the new one in, and everything's good. No, life's never that easy. There's a little retaining clip that holds the light bulb in. Well, that came out of the housing. There you go. That holds it all in. And you've got a battery, you've got a fuse box, then you've got the headlight, and you can't look at it. And then I thought, I'll take the headlight out. No, then you've got to take the grill off, then you've got to take the bumper off. Oh dear, I'll be back in a tick. I'll just cut this on the bandsaw, and I will continue. Oh dear. There we go. Put the brake. I love that brake. It's good. Oh yeah. Ah. Yeah, beating. I'm not saying nothing. Daniel, g'day, from Romania. Hello from Romania. Hello from Brisbane, Australia, to you in Romania. Vinny, g'day, mate. What am I doing? Oh, just a few little odd jobs at the end of the day. I've got to get started for tomorrow. And this is the last share that I had to fix. So I'm going to prepare that so I can finish that one off tomorrow. And then I've got some chopping boards I've been testing finishes out for a friend who's getting into chopping boards in a very big way, and he wanted me to try different finishes, so we'll do that maybe as soon as I've done this. And then I've got to glue some drawer bottoms together. I've got to cut up some drawer sides and join some drawer bottoms. Those of you that missed it, I'm doing a Carbotech live stream on Saturday, and I'm thinking I might even do it on Friday as well, because it's a pretty involved topic. Drawer construction. I think of the first drawers I did. Oh, I shudder. But you only learn good habits by having bad habits. Oh, have you seen that? Oh, speaking of bad habits, Ed Sheeran's latest, I don't know if it's his latest song, but it's a song called Bad Habits. Really, really catchy. And I have it banging out here in the shed. And I was back in the office a couple of days ago, and it came up on YouTube, the official video for Ed Sheeran, Bad Habits. And I thought, oh, check that out. It is the weirdest video clip I have ever seen. How it relates to the song, I have no idea, but it's weird. You got to check it out. I tried to get the grandkids to watch it. No, it's old people music. No, I said, no, you love it. It's weird. There we go. Okie dokie. I'll get back to my headlights in a tick. There we go. Done. That will be beautiful. Finish those off tomorrow. Yeah, so these headlights, and I did my apprenticeship as a motor mechanic on Holden's, and boy, they've changed since since I was working on them. Anyway, I finally got it there, and then I couldn't figure out, there was 3 bolts holding the headlight assembly in, and I undid that, still wouldn't come out, so I thought, oh no, I'm going to have to take the bumper bar off. So you take the grill off, that's easy. Oh, and then it's got another bumper bar cover under that, which you got to take off. And then you got to take the whole bumper bar off, and I thought there's got to be an easy way. And they have holes if you want to put in driving lights. And I thought they wouldn't be clever enough to put a bolt behind where the driving lights go to get my headlights out, would they? And sure enough, there it was. But yeah, I found out, I don't know why one of them went, but the other one, the whole plug assembly had fried. So that was another thing. I had to then go and buy another plug assembly and wire that in. But it's good, it's good. Oh, and remounted my air horns. One of those had fallen off. So I was playing bush mechanic today. All right, these chopping boards. Let me just move this. What I've done, this is one we made. Was that one I made the other day? Oh, yeah, that was the one. That was the one off. Oh, bad back, Huey. That was the one we did the other day. See, got my brand on there now. And I've coated this using, I had it 2 seconds ago. Here we go. Oh, using this stuff. This one has had 2 coats. And I'm going to, first of all, polish it with this little doodad. This has got a foam pad underneath it. Let's see if you get a better shot on that if we do that. Is that better? That looks nicer. So this has got a foam pad. This is a low speed buffer. looks all right, but it doesn't bring the shine up anymore. Oh dear, oh dear. This is a 2-speed Hitachi buffer sander with lamb's wool on it. Let's see if we can see any difference. That to me, that one I just did with the lamb's wool, that seems to have a better shine on it than this side. This one's a bit duller. So there you go. That one was sanded to 600 grit and 2 coats of that organ oil. This one, oh dear, was sanded to 400 grit, and we'll try the same thing. Again, 2 coats of oil. And I can see a definite shine there. Let's try the old, what's it called? Shiny X. I've got big studio lights in front of me. So, yeah, it's funny that sponge gives it a matte finish. I'll get a little bit more of a gloss finish with the lamb's wool. And this one, I haven't sanded at all. I've just sanded it, and then this has had 3 big coats. See, got the brand in there, it's all good value. This has got 3 good coats of oil on it, and I'll just wipe any excess off. There you go, and we'll give that a go. I'm starting to think that the lamb's wool's the way to go. Yeah, there's definitely, I'm not going to bother putting a sponge on that because I don't think it's going to work. You can see that, hang on, there you go. You can see that shine there. So I turn it the other way. So it's dull, whereas that's got quite a nice sheen to it. There you go, job number 1 done. Oh dear. Oh, I've got an end grain one too. We'll just give that a go. See if it makes, I don't think it'll make any difference to an end grain, because end grain's just gonna suck it all up. It sort of, yeah, doesn't show it as well. But that's okay. Oh, all right. That job's done. What am I going to do now? I think we'll do some inlay. Let me have a chat, that's what I'll do. Let me get me coffee. Where's the rest of me biscuit? Ah. La din da la. Ah. Well, so they were hard to find, T-Bone. They're hard to find here. Oh, and they've got this other one called, I think it's Strawberry Delight or something, and it's in dark chocolate. Oh, lovely. Well, there you are, Rob. We'll enjoy coffee together. Oh, good, Daniel. Did you someone else sent me a message and they tried something and it didn't work? I don't know. I haven't got around to answering that yet. No, I'll have a look later. I've got a heap of messages out. I don't know if you knew that the other day I did that B-box Yakasugi finish. I posted it on Facebook last night and the interest has blown my mind. So much so that I'm going to go and pick up some more Japanese cedar tomorrow. Okay. Ah, where are we up to? I'm having a coffee with Rob. Yeah, lads, got to get into them, mate. They've got Cole's had them. Danielle, yes, welcome. I'm pleased that helped. Howdy, Vinny. Yeah, you're right, Andy. Can't see, can't get your hand in. Then when you do get your hand in, you can't move it. Oh, what a pain. Hey, Roy, how are you, mate? Long time no chat. I hope you are in good spirits, my friend. Oh. Vinny's project list. Oh, no. Come here, mate. I got a heap of projects for you to get onto. Oh, dear. Did some more research on MAP gas and discovered the real stuff is no longer made in the only factory in the USA that make plenty. Other brands don't burn as hot, unfortunately. Yeah, Benzomatic, that's that's the business there. There we go. Total Tools, that's where I got that from. Total Tools. That's interesting to know though, lads. Yeah, I have had coffee buzz before, T-Bone, twice. I never want it again. No starter handles on cars. No, there's not. There's not many things you can fix now. Oh, and that was what else happened? Oh, then the bonnet release broke. Yeah, good on you. Went, and it's a real pathetic, cheap, shoddy, nasty piece of plastic of all things. I mean, there's a fair amount of fulcrum force when you're undoing your bonnet. You'd think they'd make them out of something a bit more substantial. Anyway, I'm going to use a pair of pliers. I ordered one on eBay. I could get one here in Australia. It was $70. I got one on eBay out of Mexico or something or other for $25. So I will use a pair of pliers and wait until it turns up. Oh, dear. Hey, Ian, how are you? Thanks for dropping in, Louise. I did ring you the other day, and then I realised why you rang me, so thank you for that. Well, I use a Phillips Racing. Oh, no, it was my Rodeo that I had to but put it in. The MX, I try not to drive the MX at night time because you're too low to the ground. Blue greeting from Appalachia. Hey, my favourite instrument, Appalachian Mountain Dulcimer. I'm hoping to make some of those soon. So Bluebird, thanks for dropping in. The box on the bench looks totally awesome. What box on the bench? Oh, this. Yeah, I think I've dated that. Here you go. It's my marquetry box. I don't know if you can see that. That was the 24th of May 1999 I made that. So it's been around for a while. It's flocked on the inside too. Oh, pretty flock. It's, what is it? Madrona Coachwood solid edging. But that's all my marquetry tools. Which we will do some of that very, very shortly. Polished by a hand, you said, no. Mate, this guy's got 10,000 chopping boards. Would you really like to polish them by hand? I wouldn't. The box on, oh, that one. Okay, gotcha. That was one of the first boxes I made, I think. Not the first, but one of the very first. All right, so what I want to do with these drawers, I just looked at the clock. I don't think we'll get much. Not a lot of state of origin tonight. I'm not making a comment. That's for those of you not in Australia. It's football, where the best of the best meet the best of the best. The only thing is recently the best of the best haven't been meeting the best of the best. Not saying nothing else. Now, where's my... What I want to do, this box here, oh, a little cabinet, I'm going to do, this was going to be a tool cabinet, just to put tools in. I thought, yeah, and then I never got around to doing it, which isn't unusual for me, as most of you know, but it has, what is it? It's made out of New Guinea walnut. The drawer fronts are Queensland walnut, and that just doesn't look good, does it? And the inlaid circle is Ambonia. So what I want to do is, I've got some silver ash here. I want to put silver ash inlay all the way around there, so we've got a white circle. I was going to do ebony, but I think white would look nice. And then what I want to do is make a James Krenoff style stand for it, and we might do that live too. I just machined this cedar up today. Oh, it's lovely just to go to the shed and go, oh, I want some of that, and it's there. Now, this cedar is quite funny. It's got some grub holes in it. There. And there's some there, and a couple in that bit. But I'm really not concerned about it. This timber, it's Spanish cedar, not Turner australis. It's Quadrella mexicana. Was ripped and stripped in 1986, and I bought it pretty close to 20 years ago. So what's that? 14, 34, 35 years it's been out of the ground, so I'm not worried about a couple of bug holes in it, because I think they're well and truly gone. So there was a stage there I was making, see that when you actually do that, see it's not a circle. Oh. So what I'm going to do is cut in here and we'll see if I can put, it looks actually as if I already put something in there, but I don't like it, so I'm going to cut it out. Where did that knife go? I'll show you a couple of little tricks that I've got that I use. Oh dear. Sharpen this blade up. Ow, sharp, I just cut myself. What I've got is my normal knife, the one you can get nowadays, which carries that blade, is this Stanley folding pocket knife, not available in Australia. I do have some if anyone wants them, but this is the one that's available in Australia. And it's a totally different blade. It's a much heftier blade. It doesn't have the fine point on it. So I believe this bottom one is the one that Paul Sellers uses. And it's an English Stanley. And the one on top is the one that's available in America and England. But if you look, I don't know if you can see it head on, this one is by the far finer blade. That's why I like using it. But I bought a stack of them a few years ago when they were reasonably readily available. So that's the blade that I like using. So how I do the inlay is I cut first of all a groove using this knife. Let's do it and you can see. Don't do it when you're tired. Not too much pressure because you don't want to come off and cut the surrounding woodwork. Okay, so what I've done there, I've initiated a cut. So the second time I go around, it should, hate that word should, it should go easier, which it does. Actually, Rob, this would be a good thing. You could put that clay you were talking about in to highlight it. Okay, now the other thing I've got is the same knife, only I've got two blades in there. Can you see, we'll get that fridge out of the way. Can you see the gap between the two blades? That is wide enough for this veneer. So if I cut either side, this veneer is going to slot between those two blade marks that I make. I just noticed the chat go crazy then, so I'll say good day. Hang on. Question please, would you, hang on. Question please, would you say for high-end boxes, lining boxes is better than flocking? Hope you understand the question. Look, it depends. Flock nowadays isn't what flock used to be. It's, yeah, horrible. I personally, high-end boxes, and we're talking in the thousands, I generally line them with this cedar, and I use a suede or a leather bottom on them. And the reason for that is sound. If I drop something in a flocked box, You hear that? That's what it sounds like. Whereas if you drop something that's got timber around it and is leather, I haven't got any line box. Oh, hang on, I might have a line box over there, I don't know. Oh, wait a minute, it could even be here. Wait a minute. No, that was not it. Oh! Ah, dear. Whoop, that fell down. No, oh, what's that one? No, I think I might have, that might have gone. Oh, actually, I think my sister took that one. While I'm here, I'll show you the leather I use. Ah, dear. I like this colour. It's a rust. It's a rust colour. And it just goes with nearly any timber. Or that's the other side. But I prefer that colour. And again, what I'll do, we'll drop something. See it? It doesn't sound as bad than just on straight timber. If you want to have a look at some great boxes, check out Andrew Crawford. I think I've got fineboxes.com.au and Andrew's got, I think it's fine-boxes.com. He's, oh, now where is he? He's near the Welsh border, I think. Oh, I can hear it in the back of my head because I've got another mate that comes from there. But yeah, he does beautiful, absolutely gorgeous work. All right, back to this thing. So I've made the initial. Oh no, I was reading, wasn't I? So I hope that answered your question, Rob. Yeah, good on you, T-Bone. Oh. I don't even like floppy, what do you call them? Flop mops. Oh, and I've got flop mops on slow speed grinders. But on high speed grinders, if I'm up in the blacksmithing shop and I just lose concentration for a second and a bit gets hooked around a bit of metal, bang, oh, frightening stuff. Trade flame. What's the one big store Bunnings have? Let me have a look. I'm interested now, Jeff. You got me. I bought half a dozen bottles, I think, and I'm still on that one bottle. Gee, it goes a long way, and it's cheaper than oxyacetylene too. Let's have a look. Oh, trade flame. Okay, same. Well, that's good to know. Thanks for that. Oh, there you go. Hey, wealth of information here. Okay, let's get back onto this one. Laz, where are you? Laz, have seen a few negative reports on trade flame. I'll use Benzomatic. Yep, I'm with you there. Where else did we go? Oh, I bought my Stanley folding knife in from England when you told us about them a few years back. Very nice. It is. Go and buy a box of blades too while you still can, Laz. Okay, now what I'm doing is I should have my other glasses on. Oh, and they're up in the car because I needed them. Oh well. I'll just have to step back a bit. And with this, do not go in it like a bull at a gate because you can cause yourself all sorts of grief. That's starting to separate a bit. Where's a bit of super glue? Whoops, that's all over my fingers. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is put a dab of super glue between those two blades. And we'll just close them up for a little bit. There you go, let's leave that for a second to go off. What was happening was, can you see that vise from there? Oh, there you go. Oh, now I've got super glue on the whiz-bang broadcast thinger. Yeah, what happens if you look at the blade, they actually come to a point like that. So by super gluing the body of the blade together, you still have that nice gap between the tapered edges of the cutting face. So that's all you need. The other thing I've made, which is from an old hacksaw blade, you don't have to have it in ebony, and that's just a little hook knife. So what I've done as I've cut into this now can pull those bits out that I've cut. I haven't cut down there enough yet, but I'll start to do this anyway. There you go. See how wide it is? Okay, a little bit more to go. Oh, you can't see that, can you? See, so I'm cutting down with that hook. I'm clearing the space between the drawer front and that inlay. And then I just put this bit of veneer in. Not quite there, nearly there. You can just start to go in. So I'll continue to cut. I'll leave that there for a little bit. And then once I've done that, all I have to do is cut a strip of veneer, which we'll do very shortly, and glue it in. So once you've got a trench there, you can then start to get a little bit more aggressive with what it is you're doing. Let's see if that's going to hold together any better now. Got to hold your mouth the right way. The other good thing about using cock beating on drawer fronts is if I do get a chip out here, if I get a chip out along here, it doesn't matter because I've got, I don't know what size I'll do, maybe 3/8, 5/16, something like that. And I've got to see what bits I've got, I suppose. and I'll show you how to make it and then how to fit it. But that's Friday or Saturday's stream. There we go. I would have to do the biggest one first, wouldn't I? Up. Let's get it around the halfway mark and then I'll have a chat. By cutting either side of the veneer using this knife, it is a lot easier for this tool to go in and then clean it out. You should be able to see quite a deep cut there, which will take the veneer that I want to inlay. Let me have a read. Yeah, Robert, it'd be a lot easier too, I tell you. What makes you think I can? I haven't got my. Normally, I've got a pair of marquetry glasses that they're like Mr. Magoo glasses. They're really, really thick, but I can get that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, I've got a. No, I couldn't be bothered setting it up. I've got one of those beautician magnifiers, but I just couldn't be bothered setting it up at the moment. Mostly to my detriment, but there you go. Yeah, Andrew's just absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I've looked at his hinges, and I think they're lovely, but I guess I'm a bit of a dyed-in-the-wool traditionalist, and I like butt hinges on boxes, but when I do humidors, I used to use an English-made quadrant hinge, but you can't get them anymore. I think the last lot I bought, I think they were $25 a hinge. But, you know, you're looking a couple of grand for a humidor, so $50 on hinges isn't too bad, I suppose. Yeah, I love his work. Seems to be a nice bloke too. We've spoken over email several times, and he does beautiful work. I still don't know how he makes his drawers look invisible. That I would like to know. Okay, I think that's getting pretty close. Yeah, what are we? We've got them here. I've forgotten what they're called. Oh, crikey. Arbortech. They've got discs with tungsten blades on them. But they work well. But they work faster than my brain can think. So yeah, not a good mix for me. If I slip with this, yeah, it's a nuisance, but I can fix it. If I slip with something doing a couple of thousand RPM, no. I have issues. Okay. Okay. Now what I've got to do, if I can find it, is cut some really thin pieces of veneer. Oh. Only want them about a mil wide. Oh, mate, oh, hang on. Yeah, that'll do. That's paddle pop stick. Where are we? Paddle pop stick or lollipop stick. I'm just going to use that thickness. Hoppity-boo. That's if it's going to play the game. This is a little board. I think actually I've got... Did I get this idea? I don't know who I got this idea from. It might have been Andrew. I don't know. But how big do I need it? Or it might have been John Metcalf. I don't know, it was one of those two. It's a good idea though. Who would have thought you'd be cutting? Well, what do you need the scissors for? I've got to cut some wood up. Yeah, that goes down well. There you go. I was going to use hoop pine, but I can't get into my timber shed at the moment because it's so messy. And this was sitting in the front, so I thought, well, that will do. It's silver ash, it's quite nice. Okie dokie. Moribund. Okay. So I've got two paddle pop sticks, ice cream sticks. There I've got veneer slipped up underneath it, up against this edge. And I'm just going to gently caress it, like this. Don't hurry it, let the weight of the knife do the work. And even when you think you're through, take a couple more cuts to make sure. Okay. There you have it. One thin piece of veneer, which is too short. You idiot. It's all right. We'll just do it again. I'll use that on the side bits. I thought I bent that and I thought, oh, that'll fit. No dramas. And it didn't. Okay, so we'll go to here. It's only wood. Grows on trees, you know. Take your time. I can't stress that enough. Yeah, is that gonna... That's better. Okay, these ones we'll use here, so that's all right. Nothing is wasted. Put that there, that there, that there, and we'll do it again. Push the veneer up to the edge. Drop that down. This straight edge I'm using is one I made. It's also got the wet and dry on the bottom of it to stop it from slipping. And here we go again. There you go. Nice fine bit. So we'll put that into what we've done here. What I'm going to do is just chamfer the end of it a little bit. If I had 120, I'd prefer it. I've got, actually I might have some 120 over here. Wait a minute, let's go there. I'll go to the sandpaper shop. Whoop! What have I got? Let me see. 150, that'll do. Okie dokes. And as I've said before many times, what I do is when I get a cork block, I cut the thickness of a piece of plywood off and put plywood on one side, so I've got a soft surface there and a hard surface there. And here is a case that I want a hard surface. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take off a slight edge so it'll give me a starting point for this to go into the wood with. So remember which side you took it off of. All right. Let's see if this is going to work. A little bit to take off of that, I think. Let's just try it this way. Okay, so there, you can see that's inlaid. So I'll go and get some sticky tape. It would be on the other wall. And we'll glue that one in. Oh dear. Now you can use any glue you like, but as most of you know, my preference is hide glue, especially on something like this, because you can get creep from PVAs. I have been told you don't on original type bond, and to this point I haven't had any issues with it, but I do like the idea of doing what I'm doing using this. Let me just get a smaller paintbrush. And so it rubs off. Ba-dum. Oh, here, where are we up to? I can't cut around curve. Fun fact, layers, they come out of the same fan. That'd be right. That'd be right. I missed that comment, Jeff, but that'd be right. Take it to Theo's and use your CNC. It'd take too long by the time I go over there, have 4 coffees in the chat. It's easier to do it this way. Jamie, good evening. Derek, not the reacting one, but similar results. Retracing, I don't know. I might have missed that one. Anyway. Hey, Derek, how are you? How many times have you tried to blow dust away when you are still wearing a mask? Yeah, what's the other thing? And when you've got something on your nose and you go like that and you've got a mask on, especially with turning. Oh, well, I'll have to check that one out, what Rob Crosman's doing. Oh, too bad you're going to bed, Rob. Good comments. Catch you later, mate. Steve, do you think Queensland will send a team to... Well, I think, I'll tell you what, if they don't, they got a good reason not to win, haven't they? That's just my thoughts on it. Okay. Now, what I'm doing here is just putting... So I think this is going to be too thick, but we'll see how we go. I'm just going to put a little more water in that. I'm racing the clock here because I know that glue's going off. Here we go. Okay. Let's do it a little bit runnier. I just put a heap more water in that because that was way too thick for what I want. And look, I don't care if I go over, as you can tell, because being hide glue, once it's dried, it'll sand out quite nicely. You got to be reasonably quick with this. I mean, you don't have to break the land speed record, but if you can get it down while the glue's got a little bit of warmth in it, you tend to have a much better joint. There you go. And that's going to look quite nice. What's the time? Yeah, I might just do one more side and it'll most likely take care of me for tonight, but at least I'm halfway there. I'll finish some jobs off, which is good. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Ah, g'day, Jared. How are you, mate? Like the pictures you sent me. That's going to look really nice when it's finished. Steve, I reckon your cutting pad could tell a few. I tell you what, mate, it knows a few words. Chewy! Oh, g'day, mate. Lovely to have you on board. Been a while. I've been remiss, so don't feel bad. All I'm doing at the moment is doing a little bit of inlay work. I'll tell you what, that was a smart move doing that hard one first. This one's easy. I know, Jeff, I've got the other end to do as well. Oh, the temptation is to put a lot of pressure on your knife, but then you can end up in the soup as well. Oh, that'd be nice, Jeff. Play well. What's in your glue, Max? It's hide glue. I'll show you how I buy my hide glue. Oh dear. There you go. There's a 25 kilo bag of it. Works out more economical that way. It's an animal glue made out of protein, which is really good glue. I reckon they found furniture in the pyramids that were glued with hide glue. So it's been around for a long time. Oh, you rotten thing. Just had a chip come out of the... Emboign. It's my preferred glue if I'm not using PVAs, especially for traditional furniture making. Good hand cleaner too. Oh, what have we got? Nathaniel, g'day, mate. Oh, you got you ready to use. You mean you haven't switched it on and had a go with it yet? I'd be out the shed doing that now instead of watching this silly old bloke. Good on you, mate. Have you fitted it to your table yet? Are you going to keep the other one just in case you need any parts? As soon as I've done this, I'll have to go because I can feel a Susie invasion. She's going to come down. What are you doing down there? I'm staying out of your way. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, glue that in the tick. Oh, look, I love that. I love that aromatic cedar. I happened to, speaking of, is that it? Yeah, look at that. Speaking of which, Jared, I just happened to be in the, in the right place at the right time a couple of months ago, and I bought a cubic metre of the stuff because it was just so nice. There you go. That's aromatic cedar, people. Comes from the US. Lovely stuff. And the smell of it is just, well, that's why it's called aromatic, I'm guessing. Go and put that back again later. I'm not going over there now. Have I got any coffee left? Yep, good. Oh, dear. Ah, dear. Is that tin of flammable liquid near an induction hob? What tin of it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, but it's not hot. Nowhere near it. Oh, they're great, those induction plates, but good pickup. Yeah, I tell you what, I've got to be on my toes, don't I? I'll still be here tomorrow. Is it flammable? I suppose it is. I don't know. Oh, all right. What do we do? Where's that bit that I had before and I said I'd use? Here we go. This bit here. Same. We'll put a little bias on it. And we'll see if this is going to fit in. There you go. That'll do that one. Where's my skizzers? There we go. That can go in there. And that one will go in there. So just glue those in. Have a chat first. Oh dear. Mahogany makes me break out in blisters, particularly Brazilian mahogany. Cuban mahogany I don't mind, yeah, that's all right. Honduras mahogany is okay, but Brazilian mahogany, no way. It's all fitted and you aren't sure if you're keeping. Oh, the old, okay, I was going to say, why would you buy a new router and then be undecided? Oh, I think it does have a bit of grunt, Jeff, yeah. There you see, Nathaniel, you don't need, I'm not making any noise. Oh, well, I am because I'm prattling. But you just start using hand tools. It's easy. Here we go. Look at that. In case you're wondering, that's 80 degrees off the hob, off the induction plate. And that glue should be at 70 degrees. Where's my thermo gun? Hey, it's around here somewhere. No, it's all right. Oh, there it is. Oh, let me see. 60 degrees. There you go. Anywhere between 50 and 80 degrees is a good temperature for hide glue. I'll put it in upside down. There we go. That's looking good. It's amazing just what a little bit of detail like this line will do. There we go. It really accentuates the design in the middle. Put this last one in, pull it out. Don't turn it around like I did in the last one. Just spread some glue on it. A little bit of glue down there if you want. And just plonk it in. It's another reason I like hide glue is when the heat goes out of it, it starts to gel, and that holds your work in place. Been a bit ornery, this one. Here we go. Got to hold my mouth the right way. There you go. Whoop. This isn't my normal brand of sticky tape. It's not working very well. I really like the sellotape brand, and this is a cheaper version because I couldn't get the sellotape brand, and it's not doing what I want it to do. Even though that is very thin, you can see how that really makes that circle pop. Whereas if we take the other two, wherever they may be, oh, where are they? I don't know. It doesn't pop. Just oh, here we go. There's one there. Where'd the other one go? Oh, we'll hold these two together. Go back to this one. See the difference? Sort of bland, and that white really makes it jump out at you, which is what I want it to do. And tomorrow, what I will do is clean that off with a paring chisel and rub it back. I'll inlay that one and the other one whenever I find it. Who knows? It's just one of those sort of days today. I'll put this in here. Like that. And where are we up to? Ba-da-bum-ba-dum. Oh, I would like to be able to woodwork at night. Okay, we've got that far. Hand tools, that's the way to do it. I've got to look up photos of a canoe I carved out with a whittling knife. Well, wow. That's a big job. I met a kid once. I think he was about 14. And this was a blacksmithing workshop I went to. And he actually sawed through a piece of railway line with a hacksaw. That guy has my respect as well. So carving a canoe with a knife, that's pretty heavy as well. You get a thin strip of blisters then, Steve. No, because it's not that hot by the time I've got around to using it. I tell you, I learned something from an old blacksmith. I'll never forget it. He said, if you're ever going to test a piece of metal to see if it's hot, because you can get grey metal that'll still be 900 degrees, and believe me, it'll burn you. He said, you always check it with the back of your hand. I said, why is that? He said, because then when you get blisters, it doesn't matter, you can continue working. I thought, there you go, it's my type of tradie. Under green book and back of bench. Under green book and back of bench. Under green book. Nope, lost it. Oh, hang on, look at the green. Oh, it is too. Was that it? There you go. Oh, I need you in my shop. All right, so I'll show you both of these on the other one, and you can see the difference. And let me just chop that off. There you go. All right, so we got that versus that. Come here. Makes a big difference, doesn't it? And it's only 2 penneth worth of veneer, but gee, it makes a difference to the job. Oh. I sort of love it when people point out where I put stuff. Oh dear. Thanks, Jamie. Hey, Samuel, how are you? Lovely to have you in too. No, well, the tape's all right because it gives you that reflection when it hits the light. Smarty. Love it. Well, anyway, that just about does me for tonight because I'm looking. It's 5 to 7. I've got to go up and have a shower, have tea, and sit down and watch New South Wales flog Queensland. That's if they get off the bus, Laz. I don't know. You never know. Stranger things have happened. I saw a nice one on Facebook today. The Premier of New South Wales, whoever she may be, she said about wearing masks. I'm asking you to wear a mask. Just wear it. I'm not asking you to wear a Queensland jumper. That's terrible. Oh, I was offended. Anyway, that's it. I think I'm just about ready to go. Hang on, Jared. I had an idea in my mind and I needed one look at a photo and I was set. There you go. That's all it takes. My mind doesn't stop. I wish it had quietened down sometimes. Nearly 10 o'clock in the morning. Oh, you don't do all your nothing today because you'll have nothing to do tomorrow, Andy. I might catch you tomorrow. I've got to go out to a timber merchant and got to do a couple other errands tomorrow. Got to go and pick some stuff up. But I might do a stream in the afternoon. We'll see how we go. And then, as I said, I'll do a Carbotech stream on Friday, and that'll continue. I don't know what time I'll do that. I might even do a stream on my channel first, and then we'll do a crossover to Carbotech. Saturday I'm doing the Carbotech one. But at the present point in time, this is Steve pulling the shed door down saying thank you for sharing and joining in the fun at Woodworking Masterclass. If you're new, please hit the subscribe button if you want to. Hit the like button if you liked it. And this is Steve. See, I nearly forgot. He pulled me up the other day. I nearly forgot. This is Steve pulling the shed door down and saying, remember to keep it sharp, but more importantly, keep it safe. Look after yourself, be kind to each other, follow the rules, and I look forward to having your company in the workshop at the workbench again very, very soon. Till then, good morning, good afternoon, good night. God bless. Catch you all later on. Bye for now. Enjoy the footy if you're watching it. Cheers.